the airbags, poof, hit us in the chest. Marilyn is here in the passenger side. I'm over on the driver's side, and we're minding our own business, going from a park here in Southern California with Josh and our 2 grandkids. We were visiting for Christmas. This is Christmas 2021. And I'm just minding my own business going down the Santa Ana Freeway, 50 miles an hour, changing lanes, getting ready to get on the 118. And all of a sudden the car in front of me, maybe 15 to 25 to 30 feet, I don't remember the distance, but it wasn't real far and it wasn't real close. I was keeping a safe distance. It just stopped. Well, caught me completely off guard. This is the first accident I've ever been in 56 years of driving. And so my car just slid. Of course, the impact, airbags are deployed, hits Meryl in the chest, and she's hyperventilating and shocked. And I'm more interested in calming her down. I said, Marilyn, calm down, everything's okay, just rest, we're fine. And we're in a big cloud of smoke. These airbags produce smoke. I didn't know any of this stuff until yesterday. And my lungs are all congested, hers are congested. It smells obnoxious. It's the gunshot, the blast, that pops the airbags out. And look at it. It's plastic, cheap rubber, just falls apart. It's probably totaled. It was a 4-car pileup. And you say to yourself, how could that have happened? Why didn't God make me 2 minutes late? Why wasn't I 2 minutes early? Why me, Lord? We'll ask those questions in life. You've either asked them in the past, and I guarantee you're going to ask them in the future. God is still sovereign. God's in control. God knows all these things. He is the Lord. He is the sovereign of the universe. We call these accidents. And sometimes I don't like the word accidents because it's like you're trying to get out of it. Like, it was just an accident. I couldn't help myself. I like the word incident. This was an incident in life. Life is full of incidences. But another cool play on the word incident is put the word H. It's hisident. God has a plan. Nothing escapes his eye. The sovereign Lord is the ruler of the heavens and the earth. He created it, and there's a purpose in all of it. Even in a fallen world, God has a purpose in that hisident. You might say to yourself, why did my husband die? Like one of our relatives. He was in his middle 60s, went to bed, then he got up, got the newspaper. He went back to read the paper in bed, and when I came in a few minutes later, this is the relative speaking to us, he was gone, just like that. No warnings, no signs. She's a widow. My sister lost not just one husband, she lost 2 husbands, and she's a widow. They both died of cancer, and she's young. She's younger than I am. And so these happen. You can throw your arms up in the air in despair and go, Lord, why me? Why did this happen? I don't understand. You could prevent it. Yes, he can prevent it. But what he does is he takes us through the incident. The angels told these shepherds, listen, you take your fear, convert it over into praise and worship like we are, and learn to praise and worship and thank God in this fear that the birth of Jesus, don't get so stuck on your fear. Get out and tell somebody that God's in control. 300 prophecies have been fulfilled. That's what we do. We make the best of what happens and see what God can do. Father, what are you going to do here? This is something that we're thankful for. And then you begin to be thankful for the things that didn't happen, like my wife walked out of the car. She's bruised up a bit in the chest area as the bags deployed and shot her against the back seat. You thank God that none of the other passengers, it was so sweet. I was trapped in the front seat. I couldn't get out. This door's jammed over here. Marilyn was on the shoulder as we pulled over to get off the freeway. We were like in the middle lane, and we pulled off the freeway, and she's safe. And these passengers that have been hit are coming back, are you okay? Are you okay? And they should be saying, woe is me, why did you hit me? No, they are asking how everybody else is. The man said, my wife is kind of banged up. The ambulance is going to come and look her over, maybe take her to the hospital, chest x-rays. She was hit in the back seat, hit the the booster of the headrest, and no airbags. So we commiserated with him. We said, oh, God bless you, and we're all stunned. I mean, I'm still in shock during this time. I'm not like, oh, this is hang loose time. I'm a little bit trying to figure out what I'm going to do. I'm calming Marilyn down. We're trying to have peace. And the peace that passes all understanding is within us. It rises up when it needs to be there. And we felt the Prince of Peace. This Christmas season, Jesus is the Prince of Peace. Has Jesus brought you peace? Can you trust Jesus in your life? That your hesitance are his control, and you can submit to them and say, Lord, I don't understand, but I can trust you as the Prince of Peace. Despite car accidents, the death of loved ones, you name the list, it's full of them. Well, I leave you with this word to pause and ponder.